Right, well, good morning, everybody, and let me welcome everyone to this, which is the second meeting of the NHS Commissioning Board Authority. I'd like in particular to welcome Kieran Devane, for whom this is the first meeting, who has been appointed as a non-executive director of the board, and to welcome other members of the board, to welcome Ed Smith, who joins us by video link from London, and also to those officers in attendance who will be presenting papers to us this morning. We've got Bill McCarthy, Dame Christine Beasley, and Joanne Wass. Can I just stress that this is the Commissioning Board Authority? It's a transitional body. It's established as a special health authority under existing legislation, and we've got the responsibility to prepare for the potential implementation of the Health and Social Care Bill, subject to it attaining royal assent. And that is one of the challenges that we face, because it imposes strict limits on what we can do without preempting the will of Parliament in the event of the bill still encountering some turbulence in its final stages as it goes through the House of Lords. But the transitional authority will ultimately, in the event of royal assent, morph into the Commissioning Board, which is one of the central new agencies to be established under the Health and Social Care Bill. Our approach to this has been that in order to have as smooth a process of implementation with the new model of clinical commissioning coming into effect across England from the 1st of April 2013, we've got to make as much progress with planning and preparation as we can under our existing powers. And much of the work that's coming to the board today has that in mind. It's preparatory work which we will be considering. Just two or three other points. First, that we are very clear in our minds that we want to set out upon the path that the Commissioning Board will wish to follow in due course, which is to be entirely open and transparent and accountable in all of our dealings. Hence our decision right from the beginning to hold the board's meetings in public and to webcast them simultaneously. So there is a webcast going on this morning, and also video footage will be captured and maintained on our website for the future, alongside the papers for the meeting. Now, we're conscious that this is a departure from normal practice, and actually it's all the more welcome, frankly, for that. And it won't always be easy, but we will do our best to always maintain our commitment to openness and transparency. As part of that also, we're planning to meet in different venues across England over the coming year, and also our agenda will also necessarily have two parts. We recognise the need to meet privately for some of our business, and this morning we have had a private meeting at which we've considered a number of items of business which by their very nature need to be maintained under confidentiality conditions, in part because they related to at least two major items of procurement which are commercially sensitive. But we will have always a presumption in favour of transacting our business in public because we believe that that is an appropriate mode of conduct for the very significant process upon which we're embarking. We are meeting in public, but we're not a public meeting. But we've got the serious responsibility as a board to transact business and to be free to question, to challenge, and to argue about the proposals that are being brought to us. We're still developing, I would say, our own methods of working, and in relation to much of today's business, there's already been quite a lot of engagement on the part of the non-executive directors. We have had a full workshop looking at many of the proposals, so that the quite significant documents that we will be asked to consider and approve today have already been the subject of quite intensive review by us, both individually and through our workshops. Just finally to, I suppose, emphasize that we acknowledge that we're embarking upon a truly challenging project. There's a huge amount to do. We're very fortunate to have a team so seriously dedicated to the NHS and to the advancement of the interests of patients and to the values that are enshrined in the NHS Constitution, and to bringing about through the new commissioning structures real and, we hope, measurable benefits to patients, to their families and to carers. That then is the introduction to the work of the Commissioning Board Authority and to the business which we hope to transact this morning. A very warm welcome to those who join us in the room this morning and to those who will be watching us via webcasts. We have, as our first item of business, the minutes of the last meeting of 9th of December 2001. May I ask the board members if they have any comments or if they're happy to approve the minutes of the previous meeting as an accurate record? I take that as assent. Thank you very much. As to items arising, as far as I can see, the only matter which does arise is that on the equality issue, and that's coming back again on item 5 on today's agenda. Am I correct in assuming nobody else has any items which they wish to raise from the last minutes? Thank you very much.